Look up in the sky. It's a superhero of travel. It's Ricky Tired from It's Your Time to Travel on TalkTimeRadio.com. Radio the way it should be heard. Happy belated Veterans Day. Today we have a special calling guest, Chris Donatelli, Business Development Manager for Royal Caribbean, and she's going to tell us everything that's new with the Royal Caribbean. Chris, how you doing today?
I'm doing really well. How are you, Ricky?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
So what's new and exciting with Royal Caribbean?
Well, thanks so much for asking. I appreciate it. Obviously, it's a little bit of unusual times going on right now, and I appreciate you kind of addressing the CDC no-sail order, and we're ramping up. We've put together a healthy sail panel who has compiled over 60-some pages of protocol, but we're out there to prove that it's going to be safer to be on our ships than in your own neighborhood. So stay tuned for more on that. But thank you again for really giving me the opportunity tonight to talk about what's new with our brand. And I'll start first with the Odyssey of the Seas, because this is going to be the 27th ship in our fleet, starting in April. We're super excited. This is actually part of the Quantum class, but this ship's going to be a little bit different, as it's called the Quantum Ultra class. And what we've done is we've really taken all of the best that worked on all of the class of ships that we have and put them on one. So we're very excited. As I mentioned, the ship's going to start out sailing from Rome and doing the Mediterranean in April. And then in November, she will reposition back to Fort Lauderdale, sailing the Caribbean. So, a few of the things that you can expect on this ship include SkyPad. It is a bungee jumping trampoline experience. You can wear a headset if you want, so you can have a real unique, time frame when you're going through it, whether you want to see space or scenery or whatever you want. We also have the Ripcord by iFly, and this is allowing our guests to actually do a simulated skydiving experience. And this actually overlooks the Flowrider, which is our surf simulator. We have this on several ships, and there's actually 30,000 gallons of water that rush through here every minute. So again, lots of great activities. A few more just to mention include North Star, and this is an extendable arm. It actually has a 360-degree view from about 300 feet above the sea level. So it's a really unique experience. And then, before I stop talking about the experiences on board, I can't not talk about Seaplex. Seaplex is actually the largest indoor complex at sea. We have bumper cars that are available if you want to do circus training, or we have roller skating. So there's just, again, so many options as far as activities, and I've just touched on a few of them, but just to remind you, these are all complimentary. So again, lots to do on board.
So the Odyssey of the Sea will sail from Fort Lauderdale in November?
Yes, it will.
Okay, and I'm kind of excited about the Ripcord.
It is pretty awesome. I've done it myself, and it really does give you that whole simulated skydiving experience. And again, all these are completely complimentary.
Wow. I'm very excited about that.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm excited to have you see it too. We really want our travel partners to be able to check out our ships so they can go back and talk to all your valued guests about some of these unique options on board. And, we've got lots of entertainment options. That's one of the things Royal Caribbean's really known for. So you'll find some, not just headliner shows, but Broadway shows, the actual Broadway shows. So if you were to see it here, perhaps in Columbus, Ohio, or on Broadway in New York City, you'd pay $150 a ticket, but they're all going to be complimentary on board the Odyssey. So very, very cool.
So any new dishes that would be available on the Odyssey of the Seas?
We have several different restaurant options. Of course, we've got a lot of complimentary choices in our regular dining rooms and throughout the ship. But we did add a new restaurant. It's called Teppanyaki, and this is going to be Japanese food that's cooked right at your table.
Wow.
We're also going to have, very cool, Giovanni's, which is a pasta and wine bar. Of course, our signature steakhouse is called Chops, and then one of my faves, and I've eaten this at this location on a few other ships. It's called El Loco Fresh. And it is by the pool, so it's nice if you're enjoying some time by the pool and you don't want to have to go in. You can make your own burritos or carnitas or tacos or whatever your interests are as far as Mexican goes.
Okay. Sounds exciting. As soon as that becomes available, I will book some space for a group and bring some people out.
We would love that, Ricky. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
So you want to talk about Perfect Day at Coco Cay?
I would absolutely love to. Perfect Day Coco Cay truly is the perfect day. And hopefully you've seen our commercials. Would love to have you experience it as well, because again, there's no better way for you to talk to your guests about it than by checking out some of these great destinations. So we launched Perfect Day Coco Cay almost 2 years ago. Well, actually a year and a half, excuse me, back in May of 19. And we launched some firsts that you've never seen before that include our Thrill Water Park with the tallest water slide in North America. We also have the first ever cabanas over water in the Bahamas. And that is part of our beach day over. So you can have either thrill or you can have chill. And this is definitely part of the chill. We also have the largest freshwater pool in the Caribbean. So again, a lot of firsts for us, but guests say the best thing about it is there's something truly for everybody. If you want to do any of these activities, or if you really just want to take the day in, we have a pier allowing you to kind of come and go from the ship at your leisure. Lots of different food options, a wild variety of entertainment options as well. So it is definitely a destination you wouldn't want to miss.
So, Perfect Day at Coco Cay is a private island that is just for Royal Caribbean, correct?
That is 100%. Yes, we actually have 2 of our own private island experiences for our guests. And normally they'll get off and say, you know what, that was my absolute favorite day, because to feel like you're getting your own private island with all the guests that are on board the ship with you, it really can create some unique experiences.
Wow. So, there's there's the water park.
Yes.
That would be one zone.
It is. It's part of the thrill side. So on the thrill side, we not only have the tallest water slide in North America, but we have 13 water slides in all.
Wow.
We also have a wave pool and an adventure pool, and it is just truly spectacular. If you're all about thrill, we've got it. And if you've got kids, we've got great areas for them, including Splashaway Bay and Captain Joe's Galleon. We just have, again, something for all ages, and regardless of what your interests are, you're going to find it here.
Okay. Coco Beach Club.
Coco Beach Club. We did just open up Coco Beach Club, and this happened unfortunately in February, and then of course in March we suspended our sailings. So there were very few guests who really got to take advantage of it, but it is offering our guests a more exclusive experience. So they're going to have their own restaurant with surf and turf at their buffet. They will have their own infinity pool. They have their own private beach, and that's where the floating cabanas are. So not only do we have regular cabanas on water, we have the only floating cabanas, 20 in all, available for our guests that'll accommodate 8. There's a water slide that's off the cabanas. There's a little wet bar. There's a hammock in the water. It really is pretty spectacular.
Sounds amazing, and I look forward to experiencing the Coco Beach Club.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It sounds tremendous, especially the floating cabanas. Man,
Yes.
Those look totally amazing.
Oh, they really are. And again, the only ones in the Bahamas. So pretty spectacular.
Okay. Up and away?
Up and away, I did it myself. I'm not a huge fan of heights, but I just felt the need to get up there. So this will actually take you over 450 feet above the island itself for spectacular bird's eye views. It really is something you can walk all the way around, so you can really not only see the island, but you can see other islands that are also around it, bird's eye views of the ship as well. It's about a 20-minute experience.
Wow. So any other places that you want to talk about Coco Cay?
You know, it's just an area where I always recommend that you kind of check it all out first.
Okay.
Don't just put yourself somewhere. Walk around, have an idea of what your interests are, and we do have cabanas throughout. If you're all about the beach, it's the Bahamas have some of the most beautiful water in the world, and we have areas where you can literally walk out for a quarter mile before you even get waist deep. And then there's great diving and different excursions you can do there. So if you are into, if you're into the slow riders, I'm calling them slow riders, but they're actually jet skis. And we have a lot of different activities. So depending on your interests, again, something for everybody.
And the tip for that is that you should get the Wi-Fi package and the beverage package. You should get that on the ship.
Thank you so much for bringing that up. Absolutely, because if you do our beverage package and our Wi-Fi package, you're going to be able to take advantage of those benefits when you're on our private islands as well.
Great. So on the line we have Chris Donatelli, Business Development Manager from Royal Caribbean, and she's talking about everything that's new that's going on with Royal Caribbean. And the one I'm waiting to talk about is Alaska.
Yeah, we're Alaska is probably one of the most popular destinations, and obviously seasonal. And unfortunately, we missed it this past year, so we cannot wait to get back. And we've even opened up Alaska not just for 21, but you can book Alaska for 22 now.
Yeah, and I actually tried. I tried doing that last night, and I ran into some problems. So I'll go back again and try booking 2022 again.
Please do, and let me know. I'm here to help you. You know that.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely. But no, we have 4 ships that will be sailing Alaska in 21 and then again in 22. And what's amazing about it, we put some of our best hardware there, so the Ovation of the Seas, which is sister to Quantum, as well as Odyssey, and the Quantum of the Seas will be there. So these are ships that are going to sail either from Vancouver or Seattle, and they'll do what we call a round trip. So they'll visit a lot of great ports like Juneau and Skagway and Ketchikan, and then they'll circle and go back. On some of our smaller ships, we offer what is called a northbound or southbound. So you have the opportunity to start at one end and literally go up the coast or down the coast and experience some really amazing stops along the way. But the best part is you can actually add land onto it, because the biggest thing that they say about Alaska is if you're cruising it, you're really just hitting the tip of the iceberg.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I know that Royal Caribbean has some fantastic cruise tours.
We do. We're excited to have a wide variety of cruise tours that'll take you anywhere from Anchorage to Talkeetna, one of my favorite stops. Of course, Denali, I think, is a highlight for everybody, because, of course, you see so much when you're near Mount McKinley. Mount Denali. They changed that name a couple years ago. I still can't get used to it. But we also call on Alyeska as well as Fairbanks. And we have our own train cars, so you can do part of it in a motor coach, part of it on a train car. But you see, again, so much more of Alaska, so much more of the wildlife and the scenery than you can really just take in on a 7-night cruise.
And Royal Caribbean has the 2 largest cruise ships in Alaska, correct?
We do, yes. And again, there's some of our newer ships as well. So the Quantum of the Seas as well as the Ovation of the Seas will be sailing there. So they are all part of that Quantum class. And I was just talking about the Odyssey and the Quantum Ultra class that the Odyssey is. So while you'll see a lot of similarities, there's a few more bells and whistles on the Odyssey.
Sounds exciting, Chris. I can't wait to get back to cruising again.
I know. We feel the exact same way. And, one of the things I hear more than anything is that people are just really ready to have something to look forward to.
Correct.
We know that we're going to be dealing with this for a little while now. That's obvious. But to just have something kind of planned and in the pipeline, really make it all worthwhile.
Yeah, and I really look forward to doing Alaska as a group in 2022, but I'm going to try and sneak out. I saw someplace that there's a 3-day Alaska cruise in 2021.
We've got a couple shorter ones that are available now. You're not going to catch a whole lot on a 3-night, but we definitely have some options for you. So if you just want to kind of get up there, but But yeah, I think one of the things I hear most from everybody is they say it's my bucket list trip. And those are the same people that go again and again and again, because they say it doesn't matter if you've been there one time or 20 times, it's always going to be different.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's what I'm looking to do. I just have to put my calendar together for 2021, and definitely do the cruise May 13th in 2022. I had some problems processing that last night, but I want to announce that just so people know that next Wednesday, correct? We're like you're doing a webinar.
Yes.
And we want people to join us for that webinar. All that information is on my website at www.tirestours.com, and we'll put it on Facebook. It should already be on Facebook, but we'll put it on Facebook again. But we have a webinar next Wednesday.
Ricky, I'm just looking at my calendar. I want to clarify. I think I'm going to double check this. Do we have it on the 17th?
The 17th, correct.
That's a Tuesday.
Okay, that's a Tuesday. Okay. So it's next Tuesday. And what time is that again, Chris?
Wait, I'm going to pull my calendar up here. I feel like we did it from, did we say 7:30? Yep, 7:30 to 8:30.
Okay. Yeah, so we have a live webinar, and Chris will go over in detail a lot of things that's new with Royal Caribbean, and she'll go into more detail. And that webinar lasts about an hour, and you can sign up now for the webinar.
Wonderful. Yeah, no, I'm excited because, while I love to talk about Royal Caribbean, I love to be able to show some visuals because, I can't do it justice. So I appreciate you giving me the time to do this with you, Ricky.
That is fantastic, Chris. And look forward to next Tuesday, the 17th. We're going to do the live webinar. Okay?
Wonderful. I look forward to it.
All right, Chris. Thanks for calling in.
It's my pleasure, Ricky. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So we just had Chris Donatelli, the business development manager from Royal Caribbean, talking about new things that's going on with Royal Caribbean. One of the things that she talked about was their private island, Coco Cay, which is a destination all by itself, and all the things that you can do at the private island. You can spend the whole day there. So as we get back to selling again, Royal Caribbean will be selling to the private island, Coco Cay, which has a host of things that you can do. But one of the things that they suggest, the number one tip, if you're going to the Coco Cay, is that you wake up early and that you get the beverage package and the Wi-Fi package. So if you get those two, when you get to the island, when you get to the private island, you can drink everything you want. It won't cost you anything. And you can also use your Wi-Fi. But there's a whole host of things to do. And if you join us next Tuesday at 7:30, Chris will go into more detail about all the different things you can do at this particular private island. And I'm putting together a cruise in 2022 that will be on the Ovation of the Seas. It'll sell May 13th. Right now, I'm trying to figure out the pricing, but it'll be on the Ovation of the Seas, and we'll talk about that next Tuesday. But just so you know, the Quantum of the Seas, it offers you Alaska family adventures in a class of their own. You can spend a week exploring some of the North's most captivating destinations with everybody in your family. And the Ovation of the Sea, again, will be week long. It sells in 2022. It also sells in 2021. This has been going on for a while. But Just so you know, Alaska is America's last frontier. Alaska is the largest state in the United States by area. It's the 7th largest subnational division in the world. It is the 3rd least populous and the most sparsely populated of the 50 states. And the estimated population in 2015 was 738,432. Most of Alaska's residents live within the Anchorage metropolitan area. Alaska's economy is dominated by fishing, natural gas, oil, and other resources. There's military bases there, and also tourism is huge there also. It is located in the northwest extremity of North America. And one of the things I look forward to cruising out of Vancouver to Alaska. But look up in the sky. It's a superhero travel. It's Ricky Tyus from It's Your Time to Travel on TalkTameRadio.com, radio the way it should be heard. And join us for a live webinar with Royal Caribbean next Tuesday at 7:30. You can go to our Facebook page. It's Your Time to Travel, and everything will be on there.